please, baby, don't worry. Don't worry, baby, don't worry. Baby, don't worry, please, baby, don't worry. Don't worry, baby, don't worry. Baby, don't, please, baby, don't worry. Don't worry, baby, don't worry. Baby, don't worry, please, baby, don't worry. Don't worry, baby, don't worry. Baby, don't, please, baby, don't worry. Please, baby, don't worry. Don't worry, baby, don't worry. Baby, don't, please, baby, don't worry. Don't worry, baby, don't worry. Baby, don't, please, baby, don't worry. Don't worry, baby, don't worry. Baby, don't, please, baby, don't worry. Baby, don't, baby, don't, baby, don't worry. Baby, don't, please, baby, don't worry. Don't worry, baby, don't worry. Baby, don't, please, baby, don't worry.
Check. Can y'all hear me? Let's go. Check. Can y'all hear me in the headphones loud and clear? Check. Round of applause for yourself.
Don't worry, baby, don't worry.
There we go, chat. Round of applause for yourself, chat. Round of applause for yourself. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Hold on, chat. I gotta sneeze, chat. Chat. So I ain't gonna lie. Turn the applause off for a second, cause I ain't gonna lie, chat. I'm trying to figure out how to go live on TikTok. I'm trying to figure out how to go live on TikTok. Can y'all see me on TikTok live? Do I have to search it up on the Google Chromes? Do I gotta search it up on the Google Chromes, chat? Because on my phone, it don't. Hey, listen, it ain't popping up. It ain't popping up, chat. So I'm just trying to see how can I see me go live on the purple app. Not the purple app, but the TikTok. How can I see? Oh shit, here we go. Live. Here we go. App. Not the purple app, but the TikTok. Okay. So we are live on TikTok. Round of applause to that. We are live on TikTok for the very first time. Shout out to BOYEUSA 223. I'm gonna call you 223. Shout out to 223. You feel me? Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Turning a round of applause off. Shout out to everybody on TikTok live. By the way, this is my first time being on TikTok live. And hey, listen, fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. That's a W. That's a W, chat. That's a W. So shout out to everybody who go tune in on this side of things and things like that, chat. Shout out to everybody who go tune in. As a matter of fact, I might actually I'm a bookmark this so I can always come back to a chat. I'm always come back to that. But without further ado, chat. Without further ado, as y'all see, I am rocking with the goddamn haircut, chat. I'm rocking with the haircut. Enjoying the haircut and things like that. You know what I'm saying? People treat me different. People looking at me and they, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to all the women around the world, the beautiful women around the world. They taking a second glance at your boy. Hey, that's what a good haircut does. How do I tell you, chat? That's what a good haircut does. You know what I'm saying? She walked past. You know what I'm saying? They always, you know what I'm saying, give a nigga the eyes anyway. But now it's like, hold on. Like, who is that? Yeah. It's like that, chat. So, coming live to y'all today. I told y'all that I was gonna be live. Here we go. Like I told y'all that I was gonna be live on TikTok, and here we are doing it. Round of applause to that. Round of applause to that, chat. Round of applause to that. We're gonna make ourselves very familiar with all these apps. We're gonna make ourselves very familiar. But if y'all don't know, I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on YouTube, and now I'm also live on TikTok. To me, that sounded like the big tree. That sounded like the big tree, chat. That sounded like the big tree. Very soon I'll probably get it to where I can also see the chat. Shout out to Twan0547 for joining. Shout out to the boy Twan. Twan, you the very first person to tune into the live. We gonna get into some reactions. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do a tier list and everything like that. And yeah, stick around. You feel me? Stick around. Huh? But let's go ahead and get into this tier list, chat. Let's go ahead and get into this tier list. Now, this tier list right here is Travis Scott's shoes. This is Travis Scott's shoes. You know what I'm saying? All between 2027 and 2024. All between 2027 and 2024, chat. Now, Travis Scott. Y'all know who Travis Scott is. You know what I'm saying? My favorite Travis Scott, I'll say my favorite Travis Scott album is Astro World, as it should be. And that first song on Jack Boys 2, that Champagne joint, that joint bumping too. How'd I tell you? That joint fire too. So let's go ahead and get into ranking these shoes, chat. Oh, hold on. Now we starting off fire. We starting off fire with the Air Force One. Got the metallic swoosh with the gum bottom. Any shoes that got the gum bottom, I gotta respect it. Any shoe that got the gum bottom, you know what I'm saying? If you really know how to dress, you know what to do with that gum bottom. You feel me? But I'm gonna go ahead and put these, cause there's some grails on here. Like Travis Scott, his creative team, you know what I'm saying? They be going crazy. So I ain't gonna say, cause I feel like this the Astro World joint too. Like I remember this joint. Then I got fragments on here too. Like I guess, but I digress. I'm gonna go ahead and put this as B. This Air Force One is B. Now, this dunk right here, I ain't gonna lie, this dunk right here. Another thing about these shoes too, every one of these releases, like especially in the top row, the second row, even this third row, are like hype releases. Like they like hype shoes. Like you feel me? But I'm gonna go ahead and give these A status. You know what I'm saying? Those dunks right there, like I'm gonna give those A status. These right here, I forget the name of this model. I forget the name of these models. Like you feel me? But those really not my forte. So I'm gonna go D status. These the PlayStation joints. I ain't never seen these. I feel like these super rare. These gotta be like ultra rare, cause I never seen these. Like I haven't seen these outside. I never seen these in people's hands. Like I ain't gonna lie. But like for me personally, even with this color, I'ma probably say C. I'ma probably say C, chat. I'ma probably say C. As a matter of fact, hold on, chat, because I'm gonna check on TikTok right fast. Shout out to everybody who joining on the TikTok. Shout out to everybody who joining on the TikTok, man. Shout out to everybody who coming through. Shout out to y'all. You feel me? Shout out to everybody who coming through. All right, boom. So let's go ahead and get back to the reaction chat. Now, I ain't gonna lie. This Jordan 6 right here. This Jordan 6 fire. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say A status. This Jordan 1, you know what I'm saying? The lows really better to me. I ain't gonna lie. So the highs, I say the Jordan 1 with the reverse swoosh high, I say B. But the lows, A status. I ain't gonna lie. The lows, A status. How do I tell you? A status. You feel me? Now, I forget the name of these models, like these next few models right here. I forget the name of them. But they do got some good colorways. Like, you feel me? So I'm going to go D right here for this one, and I'm going to go C for this one. I'm going to go D right here for this one, I'm going to go C for this one. You feel me? I'm going to go D right here for this one, I'm going to go C for this one. You feel me? I ain't going to lie. A shoe like this really slept on to me. So I'm going to say B. I feel like this is a good, you know what I'm saying, one-of-a-time shoe. Like, you feel me? You can just throw that motherfucker on. You got some good, you know what I'm saying, some good pants to wear. You know what I'm saying? You good money. Even in the summertime, you know what I'm saying, with some baggy shorts, you good money with this shoe right here. Don't sleep on it. This shoe is ugly as fuck. This is the only F shoe. That I've seen thus far. This shoe is ugly. The color scheme is ugly. Travis Scott, what was you thinking? Now, let's go ahead and start getting to S tier. This Jordan 4 is S tier. This Jordan 4 right here is S tier. You feel me? To me, even though I like this colorway, it's kind of like a weak colorway. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a weak colorway. I say C. Let me go ahead and check. You know what I'm saying? On my TikTok, providing some bread for the first people DM me. God did. Jerry, what are you talking about, Jerry? What are you talking about, cuz? Jerry, yo. I wish y'all could see what Jerry just typed in my live. I mean, God definitely did, but bro, what are you talking about, Jerry? Come on, bro. My bad, chat. My science is really messing with me. Exclusive. Shout out to you. My bad, chat. My science is really messing with me, man. Let me go to. Yeah. Get that jump. Boom. Continue. Yeah. And I really just need the chat box. So hopefully now I can see when y'all type. Hopefully. Hopefully I can see when y'all type now. Feel me? Feel me? Feel me? Feel me? Let's see. Platform. Why I can't configure this one? I guess. You know. I guess. Let me see what. You feel me? Like I said, shout out to everybody who tuning in on the TikTok side of things. Hey, listen. I'm live on the TikTok app now. I'm live on the TikTok app now. You feel me? So shout out to everybody who tuning in. Let's go ahead and get back to these, you know what I'm saying, this ranking tier list. You know what I'm saying? Let me know WL for my tier list so far. As y'all see, we got some grills coming up. Speaking of grills, it's status. It's status. The only shoe that I really wanted was this. I don't know what it is with all black shoes. I just love all black shoes. I just love all black shoes, chat. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. And the ones too. You know what I'm saying? Jordan 1 lows. Now this right here, this forces, I ain't gonna lie, this pair of forces with the Utopia, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, you can never go wrong. You can never go wrong with some all white bricks, chat. You can never go wrong with some all white bricks. How do I tell you? A status. You feel me? Now this colorway is not my favorite. I'm gonna go ahead and go see. I'm gonna go ahead and go see. D status. Hey, listen. D status. This shit is trash. This model right here is trash. It's trash to me. This really look like a basketball shoe. This colorway right here is fire. Kind of give Los Angeles Rams. You know what I'm saying? A Los Angeles Chargers colorway right here. You feel me? This colorway right here. And it got that gum bottom, which I like. So I'm going to go ahead and give that B status. We already ranked those. Is this a Zion shoe? Is this Zion shoe right here? Is this Zion shoe? Zion not even with Jordan brand no more, man. Come on now. Huh? Can someone please update this? You feel me? This is another grail. The low is also another grail. Hold on now. This right here is grail. I'm gonna have to move this down to B status. I ain't gonna lie. Because these up here should be like if I had the chance, if I had the ability to get them right now, I would get them. That's what this S tier is classified for. These is for absolutely must cops if I had the bread, if I had the resources right now to get them. You feel me? If I had the resources right now to get them, chat. You know, let me check on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Let me check on the junk. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who joining, who coming through the live on TikTok, man. Shout out to everybody who coming through the live on TikTok. Shout out to y'all, bro. Shout out to y'all. You feel me? All right, so back to the tier list. Now, these Jordan 6s, the olive green colorway. Olive green is one of my favorite colors, and I feel like this purple Jordan is the last one, Chad. Round of applause for this tier list, man. I wish they had something above goddamn S status, like Cause this black one right here, this is like the utopia. This is the best one to me. This is the best one to me. How do I tell you? This is the best one. This is the best one, chat. This is the best one. Hold on, let me show y'all what the TikTok live looking like. Peep your boy. This is what the TikTok live looking like, man. This basically the back end of the TikTok live. Like I said, this is my first time on the TikTok live side of things. I know y'all can probably hear the train in the background. Hey, listen, I'm still a hood bumpkin. What do you want me to tell? Huh? What you want me to do? What the fuck you want me to do, chat? What the fuck you want me to do? You feel me? But we are going to go ahead and get into some reactions. I'm not too familiar how TikTok does with the reactions. So I don't know if I could, I don't know if I could watch videos on there, like, you feel me, going crazy. Like, I don't know how that goes. I don't know how that goes, chat. I wish somebody could tell me how, you know what I'm saying, I could react on TikTok, but I'm thinking about just trying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about just trying it, chat. You feel me? So let's go ahead. Like, we might actually get into some reactions. You know? Hold on. Let me make sure everything good.
Isn't just a football game. It's a logistical. Behind one kickoff is years of planning, billions of dollars, and one of the largest security operations in the.
Let me make sure we good. We got the headphones on now, so you know it's serious. We got the headphones on now, so you know it's real. You feel me? I bet. So this video is how the Super Bowl really works.
Country. Entire cities compete for the right to host it. Thousands of workers, volunteers, media members, and law enforcement agencies are involved. Private jets flood airports, hotel rooms disappear, and for 1 week, everything in that city revolves around a single event. So how does the NFL actually pull it off? In this video, we're breaking down how the Super Bowl really works, from host city selection, Super Bowl week logistics, to broadcasting, commercials, halftime shows,
crazy.
And everything that happens once.
That's crazy, chat. Because as y'all know, the Super Bowl is like the biggest event, you know what I'm saying, in America. It's the biggest event in America, chat. As y'all know. As y'all know, chat. Hold on, give me 1 second. Boom. Bet. Got this junk smooth right here. Alright. And then I'll go back to the YouTube, and then I press, and then, hey, we back.
The final whistle blows. Where does the planning for the Super Bowl start? With the selection of a host city. To host the Super Bowl, you first have to place a bid.
Yo, I don't know. In my lifetime, chat, I feel like the most Super Bowls have been played in New Orleans. I don't know why. I feel like the Superdome, that's what it's called, right? The Superdome, you know what I'm saying? Caesar's Palace Superdome. Hey, listen, they be having the most Super Bowls. Number 2, probably Mercedes-Benz. They probably gonna go back to Mercedes-Benz, like down there in Atlanta real soon.
Which normally starts about 4 years out, and the NFL considers a multitude of factors to select a host city. The NFL considers stadium quality and capacity, obviously, but also many other factors like hotel inventory, airport capacity, the climate of the city if the field is in a dome, security on hand, and corporate infrastructure.
It's crazy.
To get the game, host cities will come up with intricate plans that cost millions of dollars to prepare. This may seem backwards, but it's actually an investment. For example, Las Vegas spent roughly $60 million preparing for the Super Bowl, but the return was massive, with an estimated economic boost hovering around $600 to $700 million.
Oh my gosh. Think about that, chat. If a Super Bowl come to your city, you getting a 10x return. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You getting a 10x return if a Super Bowl come to your city. That's crazy.
These investments are in a number of different things. Host cities will often renovate stadium locker rooms, improve broadcast capabilities by adding new cabling for cameras, and a host of other things. Cities will tightly map out traffic plans, trying to find the most efficient ways for fans to reach the stadium. Another important consideration is airport availability. There are plenty of commercial flights that will be arriving for the big game, but an even bigger consideration is being able to house all of the private jets.
Private jets. See, they didn't even say, you know what I'm saying, a typical airport. They said private jet, so you know it's high class. High class, huh? You already know it's high class. Shout out to JJ. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, brother.
The Super Bowl obviously is just as much a social event as it is a sporting one, with thousands of celebrities, athletes, and business moguls attending every year. Given this, a ton of private jets arrive every single year for the Super Bowl. For Super Bowl 58 in Vegas, approximately 882 private jets flew into the city for the big game.
Oh my gosh, they just keep blowing my mind with how rich these people are out here. Yo, listen, they just keep blowing my mind. What do you mean almost 1,000 people with private jets pulled up to Las Vegas to watch the big game? That's insane, huh? Private jets? So you talking about 30,000 a flight there and back? So you spending 60,000 and you don't even care. You want to go see the Super Bowl? Oh my God!
Before that, in Phoenix, a record 931 private jets.
When was it
Insane.
in Phoenix?
In case you haven't heard, the prediction markets are the new way to take action on sports. I started
This
using
ad?
Kalshi specifically
Oh
when I
my
found
gosh! I got an ad. I got an ad and I got YouTube Premium. I got an ad and I got YouTube Premium.
Now back to the video. The security is ridiculous too. The Super Bowl is labeled as an NSSE,
What is that?
short for National Security Special Event. This means that a multitude of different security groups need to work together to ensure a smooth, safe event for everyone.
So I wonder how many NSSE events are in America. Like I wonder,
That means a group effort and collaboration between the Secret Service, FBI, Department of Homeland Security, state police, and local law enforcement.
It's
The
crazy.
exact number is tough to pin down, but it is estimated that the FBI, DHS, and Secret Service contribute anywhere from 500 to 700. State and local law enforcement between 1,200 and 2,000, and roughly another 200 to 400 from the National Guard.
Like if you think about it, that makes all the sense in the world. I mean, if you having high class people around the world, you know what I'm saying? Not only are they gonna have security, but they want to feel safe watching the, you know what I'm saying, watching the biggest game, like, you know what I'm saying, of the NFL season. So it's like this is such a big event that, yo, listen, safety is important.
All told, well over 3,000 plus security members help secure the Super Bowl.
3,000.
To house everyone visiting, hotels
Kind of wonder what their paycheck looking like. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, that's a good paycheck. That's a good month.
work overtime. In New Orleans, it was estimated that 43,000 hotel rooms were roughly 93% occupied, which is crazy. In Vegas, that number was tenfold. 413,000 hotel rooms were booked between Friday and Sunday, the week of the Super Bowl. Although, this is expected for a city like Las Vegas, where many people probably visited to enjoy everything Vegas has to offer during America's biggest sporting event. Who makes up many of the people attending the Super Bowl? Volunteers, of course. 10,000 plus volunteers help every single year with the Super Bowl. This includes everyone from airport greeters to fan experience staff and traffic coordinators. Concessions are also incredibly important for the Super Bowl experience. People need food to eat while enjoying the game. There are roughly between 2,000 and 3,000 core food and beverage staff working the game, but given this is the Super Bowl, they need a little extra help. To handle this, an additional 1,000 to 2,000 workers are brought in to help serve people food and drink.
Shout out to them. Shout out to the people who bringing them the quality food. You feel me? You always got to give a special shout out to them, because quality food is a way of life.
Most interestingly, the revenue gained from concessions alone is astronomical. It is estimated that anywhere between $6 and $8 million is grossed on concessions alone. That is a lot of food and drinks.
It's crazy.
Lastly, the most important attendees of the big game are, of course, the coaches and players. This includes the 53-man roster, plus 2 to 4 additional reserves, 20 to 25 coaches, 15 to 20 medical/training staff, and another 25 to 30 operations personnel, totaling 115 to 130 people per team. And believe me when I tell you this, their schedules the week of the Super Bowl are crazy. Super Bowl week is hectic, to say the least. Teams normally arrive Sunday before the Super Bowl to get settled and have a lengthy week of activities ahead of them. On Monday, the festivities begin, most notably opening night. On opening night, individual players and coaches from both teams are at podiums.
I think I missed this. because if anything, today will be opening night for the Super Bowl that's coming up. I want to say Sunday. Yeah, the Super Bowl Sunday. So it's like tonight was opening night. I didn't know that both NFL teams get there like a week in advance, but it make all the sense in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying, for media and everybody go be in their face, asking questions and stuff like that. And
thousands of media members gather around them to ask questions and record viral moments, like this interview between Deion Sanders and Marshawn Lynch several years back.
You look good. Shit, you do too.
The event is also commonly open to fans as a ticketed event. The host stadium will often play hype videos for each team, music, and entertain with team mascots. In total, it is about 90 minutes and gets most of the media obligations out of the way early, allowing teams to focus on football later in the week. Tuesday through Friday are much more football focused. Teams hold full practices and media events are limited. While coaches and players will still conduct individual interviews on these days are way more tame than opening night and allow players to focus on what's important. Saturday is when things really tighten up and calm down. The teams normally hold light walkthroughs and media sessions are at a minimum, with only key players and coaches holding brief interviews.
man, how nervous would y'all be if it's that Saturday and you know tomorrow you playing the biggest game of your life, huh? You're playing the biggest game of your life. Come on, huh? The biggest game of your life. This is the Super Bowl. You tell me what you want to do. You gotta lay it down on the line. You gotta bring the W home. Hold on, let me chill. Okay, because listen, if I play that sound too much, you know, I'm streaming at a lot of places right now. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, go shut me down. TikTok might shut me down. I gotta chill. Come on, let's get back to the video, please.
The players' time is spent in hotels, reviewing film, and mentally prepping for the next day. On Super Bowl Sunday, everything is tightly scheduled and feels like it is timed down to the minute. Players are required to be up and at breakfast around 7 hours before kickoff. Teams will often hold a few additional meetings for position groups and then head to the stadium 3 to 4 hours before kickoff. For travel to the game, teams obviously have police escorts and NFL security to ensure a safe arrival, and teams have a fixed window of arrival set by the league. Upon entering the stadium, players will get additional treatment needed and then begin warm-ups 90 minutes before kickoff. After warm-ups, players will head back to the locker room for some last-minute speeches by captains and coaches before being introduced for the big game.
I'm trying to tell you that last speech is gonna fire you up. That last speech is gonna get you exactly where you need to be. Exactly where you need to be. Do I need to turn y'all up again? Do I need to turn y'all up again, chat? The game is on the line. You gotta bring the W home. This is the big game. You should die on it. Let me chill. TikTok, I didn't mean that.
And then the show really starts. To showcase the spectacle for those not in attendance, a broadcast is needed, of course. There are 4 major broadcast channels that retain rights to host the Super Bowl, rotating every year. They are CBS, Fox, NBC, and ABC. Under the most recent deal signed in 2021, the first 3 channels have the rights to 3 Super Bowls, and ABC has the rights to 2. After that, a new contract will be needed. The commentators for each are as follows. CBS's A-Team of Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, Fox's Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady, NBC's Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth, and ABC/ESPN's Monday Night Football hosts Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. This year, we will get an extra dose of Tirico and Collinsworth, as it's NBC's Super Bowl to host. To make the broadcast happen, the hosts need cameras, and a lot of them. In last year's Super Bowl, Fox used well over 100 cameras, and Sony added an additional 250. 6,000 plus credentialed media members are at the Super Bowl. And while not all of them are operating cameras or microphones, many of them are.
We're going to take a look at that.
They are the unsung heroes of the production. They capture all the important moments we see throughout the game and everything that fans tune in for, outside of those just watching for the halftime show and commercials. Speaking of which, another major draw to the Super Bowl are the commercials, which for many people are more entertaining than the Super Bowl itself.
See, that's crazy to me. Like, I understand how people could sometimes be like, you know, the commercials, you know what I'm saying? The commercials. No, I want to watch the football game. I want to see who going to be the champions, chat. I want to see who's going to be the champions.
Throughout the duration of the broadcast, anywhere from 80 to 90 commercials are aired. 50 to 60 companies run these commercials, and while recent estimates aren't available, it was reported that 56 different companies ran commercials in 2022. Last year, Anheuser-Busch had the most runtime, with over 3 minutes. That was 30 seconds more than what they had spent in 2024. With the spend in mind, what do Super Bowl commercials cost? Last year...
Oh, this is the real question right here, huh? This is the real question, because this is premium real estate. This is premium real estate, chat.
It was between $7 and $8 million for 30 seconds.
What the... Oh my gosh. This just put This just puts shit into a whole nother perspective. You mean to tell me that I get that like probably a few million people, probably 2 to 3 million people are probably watching the Super Bowl at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So between 1 to 2 million Americans probably watching, you know what I'm saying, the Super Bowl. So they go see your commercial. You know what I'm saying? But to think that a 30-second commercial costs $8 million. $8 million. And that's just for the placement. Not even thinking about, you know what I'm saying, the actual budget of the commercial. Because these are high-end commercials. Oh, my gosh.
Doesn't include the cost of shooting the commercial,
I just said this.
producing the commercial, and, where applicable, paying the celebrities that are in the commercials.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is a huge budget. So it's probably like people, for 30 seconds, it's companies out there spending 30 mil. For all of this included. Paying the celebrities, producing the commercial, aka like behind the scenes stuff, you know what I'm saying, getting a location, et cetera, and also shooting the commercial. Like, you feel me? So it's, oh my gosh. This is big
However,
business,
considering
big
that there was an
business.
average
Way
live
above my
viewership
pay
of
grade.
127.7 million
127 million? Damn. I was lowballing the Super Bowl. I said 1 to 2 million. These folks said 100 million people watching. And last year and this year, I'll be one of those million.
people last year, that level of investment somehow seems justified.
Somehow.
The other
I
major
don't know.
draw for at-home viewers and those in attendance is the halftime show.
True.
The first step is selecting a performer, a delicate and well thought out process. The first and most important factor is popularity. The person must resonate with over 100 million viewers. The next consideration is cross-generational recognition. People ages 5 to 90 years old watch the Super Bowl every year. The person performing should be recognized by a large majority. And, of course, if the person is internationally recognized, that is a huge plus as well.
True.
After sifting through dozens
True.
of options, a performer is selected 3 to 6 months in advance. Then the practicing and budgeting begins. Performance is no different than a regular halftime performance, other than the insane cost of presentation value. Still has tight time constraints, and the show typically runs about 13 minutes. An additional 10 to 20 minutes is needed for teardown, and then
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Like all the prep that goes into that 13 minutes. You know what I'm saying? For some artists, like, you know, that's the biggest 13 minutes of your life, because when else are you going to be in front of 100 million people at one time? So shout out to Bad Bunny, man. Shout out to Bad Bunny. I hope he does extremely well. I hope he does extremely well. At this halftime show. So let's continue the video. Steven, shout out to you, brother.
we're back to the action. Beyond the timing, the cost, however, is where things get really crazy. The shows can cost anywhere from $10 to $20 million to produce, and we have seen a ton of great performers.
Really?
This year's performer is Bad Bunny, but icons like Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna, and recently Taylor Swift, who set the record for most costume changes last year with 7, have at one point graced the stage. The wild thing about selecting a performer is almost no one gets selected twice as a headliner. Only Gloria Estefan, Beyonce, and Justin Timberlake have headlined multiple times.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's an exclusive club, those who are selected twice as a headliner, and a true testament of a performer's popularity.
True.
The game and the halftime show are obviously the major draws of the Super Bowl for those in attendance, but the Super Bowl is a one-of-a-kind experience. And how much does it cost? The cheapest seat last year on resale markets just before the Super Bowl started was anywhere between $2,200 and $2,600. The average resale ticket price last year was $8,076.
That's
Tickets
crazy.
for the first row in the 50-yard line, upwards of $56,000.
Oh my gosh.
Insane prices.
YOLO, you only live once. Might as well. Hey, listen, if you got it, you can't take it to the grave with your chat.
But they're nothing in comparison to the suites. The tiers are normally as follows. Upper Bowl run around $2,500. Lower Bowl can run between $4,000 to $10,000. Club level tickets are between $8,000 to $15,000 and offer super unique experiences. 50-yard line and sideline tickets range between $5,000 and $20,000. And the Super Bowl suites are crazy. Super Bowl suites last year ranged between $750,000 and $2.5 million.
See, now I feel like that's why it makes so much sense to like have I forgot what I was gonna say. You know what I'm saying? You talk about 700,000 and 2.5 million. Listen, I forgot what I was gonna say.
That is one expensive game.
Oh my god.
Of course, there are a lot of perks that come with it. At least we'd hope so.
That
for
is
the
probably
price.
the best seat in the
The
house.
suites
though.
include
The
anywhere
suite.
from 15 to 50 seats, depending on the size. They also come with buffets of gourmet food prepared by expert chefs, multiple flat screen TVs, service staff, a full service cocktail bar, and VIP parking/shuttle services. Many packages offer meet and greets with players, field access before the game, and exclusive parties only for suite holders. Is that worth the price of admission? Speaking of money, gambling during the Super Bowl is huge. Last year, it was estimated that $1.39 billion was gambled on the Super Bowl.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
According to the American Gaming Association. Other estimates indicate that overall gambling was a lot larger, totaling over $6 billion. Who placed the largest bet, and how much did they place? Mattress Mac, who you may have heard of, still holds the record for the largest bet when he waged $5 million on the Cincinnati Bengals to win Super Bowl 56, breaking the previous record of 4 points.
And they lost. Oh my gosh. Because I think that's the one time that Joe Burrow had went to the Super Bowl and they lost. Oh my gosh.
$0.9 million set in 2002. That bet is still a drop in the bucket compared to the $1.39 billion that was gambled. So what are all these people gambling on? The winner, of course, but more importantly, the prop bets. And believe me, there are a ton of crazy prop bets. Obviously, you can bet on players' yards, touchdown scorers, and others, but the Super Bowl offers a unique menu. The most famous are the over-under for national anthem length, the color of Gatorade poured on the winning coach, and the result of the coin toss. But some sports books get really creative.
Those were prop bets.
Props offered on some sports books in the past have included crazy things like whether or not a player will propose after the game, whether or not an octopus, a touchdown, and two.
Hold on, let me go back. Because is that a good idea?
Get really creative. Props offered on some sports books in the past have included crazy things like whether or not a player will propose.
Would you do this? Would I do this? Would I, chat, let me know, would you propose to your significant other, man or woman? You know what I'm saying? Propose to your significant other at the Super Bowl when you win. Because you have to win. Don't, hey, listen, you bet not propose and you motherfucking lost, chat. You bet not propose and you lost. You got to propose and you got to bring the W home. Huh?
That's a W.
Because that's a W. I ain't gonna lie. That might be a W, chat. That might be a W. Like, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because not only is it a special moment for you, like you just won a Super Bowl, huh? That's an exclusive club. But now it's a honor for your lady too. You know what I'm saying? So that day is gonna be remembered for eternity. That might be the move. Hey, listen, I need to get drafted in the NFL.
After the game, whether or not an octopus, a touchdown, and 2-point conversion by the same player will happen. If there will be a power outage, this happened during Super Bowl 47. If there will be a wardrobe malfunction, also happened before, and a host of others. The craziest prop bet that actually hit was whether or not there would be a streaker during the Super Bowl. Although this one was removed for hilarious reasons. In 2021, a fan placed a $50,000 bet that there would be a streaker during the Super Bowl at plus 750.
And won.
So what did he know? Well, apparently a lot. The fan then attended the Super Bowl and made sure his bet hit in the most hilarious way possible.
Oh my god.
He was in line for $374,000 payday, but the sportsbooks obviously found out he gamed the system and voided the bet. Wild.
So now you in jail. See? That's why certain risks, you gotta chill. Certain risks, you just gotta chill, man.
Once the game is over and a champion has been crowned, the bets have been cashed, the cleanups begin. This may seem like a long drawn out process, but the host city and stadium normally has a ton of help. Within the first couple of hours, most of the trash inside of the stadium is actually removed and thrown away. After all of the fans have left, the deep clean begins. This is completed by stadium staff and special workers hired just for Super Bowl cleanup. Deep cleaning is completed over the next 6 to 12 hours. The workers power wash floors, clean bathrooms, remove field markings, logos, and NFL markings, amongst a litany of other things. By the next morning, almost everything inside the stadium is cleaned up.
That's
But
crazy.
the trash and mess left behind outside the stadium is the real problem, and takes much longer.
Yeah.
Over the next 2 to 3 days, volunteers help tear down and pick up all of the fan events and trash that are left over from the massive event. All told, it takes roughly 7.
That's probably a huge downside because you got this, you have this spontaneous high of winning the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying, and enjoying that, and the partying that happens when you win a Super Bowl, and now you have to clean up. That's like cooking some good food and washing some dishes after. Like, who wants to do that? Who wants to do that task, huh?
22 hours to clean up after the Super Bowl, which, if you consider the sheer size of the event, is actually quite impressive. From there, audits on spending and reviewing of finances begin. These take quite a bit of time, but they're really the only thing left to do after the cleanup has been finished. So that's it in a nutshell. The Super Bowl is a crazy event, hosting thousands of celebrities, media members, and fans every single year.
Crazy.
It is the singular most popular event in American sports and television, for that matter. To put things in perspective, 19 of the 20 most watched American television broadcasts have been Super Bowls, with MASH.
That's crazy, chat. That's crazy. Chat. Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal video to watch. TikTok live. Pretty cool concept. It was some people who actually, there's a few people who came through and joined. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of people came through and joined for my first ever TikTok live chat. Like I said, I am live on Twitch, YouTube, and also TikTok. We got some reactions in. Had a great time with this stream today, chat. But when you hear this sound, just know it has been a W stream. Shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight. Shout out to TikTok. Shout out to Twitch. Shout out to YouTube. And I will see y'all tomorrow.
The marvelous thing.